as artists, what has Buffy kind of meant to you?
When did I become an artist? That's what I want to know.
Nick, tell us about getting cast for Xander.
I was not the first choice. No, I went in, I met with the casting director, and I did it a particular way that I act, and she said, no, do it this way, completely differently. So then I said, okay, so I met Joss about 4 hours later that day for the first time. And Gail Berman, who was one of our executive producers, was in the room, and she was on the phone talking to somebody, and I just kind of walk, and I'm like, hey, tell that person they stole my money. I'm like, ba ba ba, ba bing. And then I do the scene, and Joss, the way I was instructed, and Joss is like, that guy that walked in the room, do it that way. And I'm like, I knew it. So then I did it that way, I wanted to do it, and then I got a phone call that I was testing at Fox on a Friday, and the next day, and I just literally, it was just nothing but loose bowel syndrome. You know what I mean? So nervous. So nervous. So I go and like, I'm so special, and I go to test at Fox, and there are like 9 other Xanders there, you know? And I'm like, maybe I'm not that special. So I did my scene, I was really nervous, and I ended up sitting in the head of Fox Studios was sitting in the front row. Typically the people that are in the front row are the most important people. I ended up sitting on his lap and playing with his hair after my audition was done. Yeah, well no, but the note was, they passed 2 of us to the WB on that Monday, and the note was, watch him, he's a bit nervous. And so, on Monday I went in, and it was me and this other guy. The guy went in first, and then I went in, and I had just had a general meeting in this particular office like 2 months ago with this casting director, so I felt very comfortable in this office, and I'm like, oh my God, I know this office. And then I'm doing the audition scene, and I'm like, holy shit, I'm nailing this right now, you know what I mean? I'm like, Nikki, keep it together. Keep it together. So I nailed it. And I walk out, I'm like, holy shit, I just nailed it. I'm like, I nailed it. And then I went, then me and the guy are sitting there about 5 or 10 minutes, and they come out and they say, all right, Nicholas, you can go home, we're gonna torture this guy one more time. I said, okay. So what had happened was, since he was the first choice, they gave him the opportunities to do what I just did. He didn't do it, I got the phone call on the way to the Omni Parlor in Santa Monica at about 8 o'clock in the morning the next day. The rest is history.